Hey friends, I want to get on here and go over this blog post that I posted just about a week ago. I have buyers and sellers talking to me all the time thinking that the housing market is going to crash. And if you watch the news, then I can see why you would think that. But remember, our headlines do more to terrify than clarify. So I just want to put some numbers into perspective. Most everybody remembers the housing crash from 15 years ago and how people were upside down in their homes and how you could, like, after the housing crash, how you were able to like steal homes and get them for so little money. But we are in an entirely different situation today. And I just want to go over that with you a little bit because I have buyers that are wanting to wait it out. We've got headlines saying like, there is a 49% increase in, forbearances or foreclosures. But when you put the numbers in perspective, it's just from this time last year. And so the numbers you can make any number sound the way that you want it to. But when you look at the actual data, which is what we're going to do, you can see that as a buyer, you really don't want to wait. If you're waiting for the market to crash, you don't want to do that. And I also want to get this message out because there are sellers that they did go through forbearance and now that moratorium has ended. And so they need to put their house on the market or they need to figure something out. And so there are options, and that's what we're going to go over. So the last housing crash, look at this. There were 9.3 million households that lost their home to a short sale or foreclosure, or they just gave it back to the bank. Now, last year, when the stay-at-home orders were given and they started the forbearance, the headlines were projecting that 30% of all mortgages were going to go into forbearance. But do you know what actually happened? There was only 8.5% of people actually did forbearance. And now that number's down to 2.2%. So what does that look like in way of numbers? Well, as October 29th, the total number of mortgages still in forbearance was 1.221 million. Now, that is massively, massively, massively less than 9.3 million households. But let's just look at that data a little bit more. Okay, of that 1.22 million, 93% have at least 10% equity. So what does that mean? Because of home price appreciation, how home prices have appreciated at 2020 and 2021, going into forbearance, you can still come back ahead because your home appreciated. 93% have at least 10% equity, at least 10% equity. So that means that you can put your home on the market. You can put it with a realtor because realtor homes that are sold by a realtor sell for more than for sale by owners, and you would still have money to put in your pocket. So 93%. So that is a message to get out. Do not let your home go to foreclosure. Do not let it go to a short sale. Like, you can sell your home. And I'm sorry for my dog barking in the back, but I don't know how to pause. I can't pause on this thing I'm using. Winter stop. Okay. Now let's look. So when we look at that, that means only about 85,400 mortgages have less than 10% equity. Okay. Nationwide. So let's put the numbers back before we had the pandemic. And we've got 2017, 314,000 homes went into foreclosure. 2018, 279,000. 2019, 277,000. Now listen, guys, I would work with investors in 2019 and they were still wanting a good deal. Winner, stop. There's this dog that's gets in our front yard and it makes my dog crazy. 277,000 in 2019. And we still had a hard time with investors finding them a great deal. Like, you still couldn't get like the housing price, prices like you could back when the housing market crashed. So those kind of flips are just super hard to find, and they're not going to be out there again. And I know with all these shows, the home and garden shows and the flip it shows, people are looking for those. But guys, 85,000 is what's going to come to the market. 2019, it was 277,000. Okay. So you've got to put that in perspective. So waiting around for a crash, it's not going to happen. What is going to happen is home prices are going to keep appreciating. All the experts are saying they're going to keep appreciating. They are not projected to go down. Also, interest rates are going to keep rising. So I was just reading an article, and the average of what the experts were projecting was 3.3% interest rates at 2022. That is still a good rate. Historically, that is still an excellent rate. But it's not the rate you could have got, last year when we were at the historic lows, but that is still, compared to times, like an amazing rate. And so interest rates are going to keep going up and home prices are going to keep appreciating. So waiting out the market could really cost you. And then you're not gaining equity. So if you just decide to rent, then you're not gaining equity. So what else? Oh, month supply of inventory. Back in the housing crash, look, we had 12-month supply, 13-month supply. We had a ton of inventory on the market. Here we are today, 3-month supply of inventory, roughly a little bit lower. Here in Tulsa County and Creek County, we're even lower than that. So bottom line, please do not let your house go to foreclosure. Give me a call. Let me, or if you know somebody who is in that situation, let me help you put money in your pocket. And if you are a buyer, please do not wait for the market to crash, because you will be waiting around and disappointed, and it's going to end up costing you money. If you have any questions at all, or you want me to answer anything, like via a video or something, I'd be glad to do that. Sabrina Shaw, reach out to me. You can call me, you can text me, you can personal message me. And I would love to help you buy or sell your home.